Alrighty, you guys, welcome on back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Ember.
I hear you like I'm young.
The ankle's a little mean.
So, good day everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day and thank you so much for tuning on in as always. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe, become So, for today's video, we're taking a look at Amber's latest upload, which it's a long one. It's just, I'm guessing this is a sit down bitch with me. Also, this is like pretty much the same look that she had last night during that crash out. If you haven't checked that out, guys, I was able to catch the live stream before she deleted it. So, it was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. But the title of this one, hold on. I shouldn't admit this. Zachary Michael and deleting comments. Let's talk. Episode 1. Yeah, dude, you definitely probably shouldn't admit something. Again, I feel like she's trying to do to Zachary Michael what she thinks reaction channels do to her. Like, purposefully trying to bait them out of, like, I don't know, they're just lives. Bait them out of something to get them to talk about her. I think the whole Zach not really caring and just kind of like taking a step back is eating away at her. And I think it also gives her a bit of like a weird ego trip as well. I don't know how that girl's brain even begins to function. So there's that. But yeah. Oh wow, almost 100 comments already. Look at you go, Poopy Pop. But yeah, that's what's on the schedule for today. It is like a 22.5-minute video. So yeah, buckle on up, y'all. Had a nice kind of slow-ish, not really, just like a nice gentle start to the morning, like a soft, gentle love. No, but yeah, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. And yeah, thank you all so much, as always, for your support and everything. Truly do appreciate you guys. And with that, let's dive right on into this, shall we?
Guys,
Hey, Ember.
welcome to a new video. So this series is called Let's Talk. I have done this before years ago.
Listen, this is me being a dickhead, but just like the way that this like shape happens, like the sleeves so short and just like cut at an angle. I don't know why, like it just looks funny. Like she's like hoisted up into it.
It's definitely just a series where I can communicate and correspond with you guys.
What the hell has every other video been? What has all of these live streams been? Like, dude, we're just reiterating the same things over and over, expecting a different result and not getting it.
Unfortunately, my channel has thrived, but also died on a lot of different speculation.
Speculation fueled by you.
And I want to change that. I want to use my voice in situations where I normally wouldn't. And I want to continue using my voice in situations where...
Okay, place your bets now, y'all. I bet 5 dirty wash rags that that she's not going to address any of the Libby stuff or anything like that. No, those aren't the rumors and whatnot she's talking about. No, of course not. It's probably something like my fucking egg allergy.
we have. This is just a place for you guys to get to know me more. Maybe
Also,
in areas that you never...
shut up, stop. Also, y'all have been commenting on the audio a lot lately. It's not me for once, okay? It's cracking for me just listening to this through my laptop. So, I can turn it down a bit though.
Would have a place for me to be accountable, to clarify and deny.
Eye roll. It isn't really accountable though, Amber, because truth be told, what you should be doing is you should be posting and forgetting. So, and you yourself say you don't read the comments. So how is it you being accountable when it's just you talking to a wall? That isn't accountability. Just talking to no one, essentially. I mean, you're talking to the camera, valid, but let's think about it kind of conceptually here. I just don't see how that's beneficial to not be able to have a back and forth conversation with someone.
And just an overall correspondence between you and me.
Well, that's not what this is. It's a one-way street. You're talking at us. We don't really have a choice but to listen. Well, I mean, we do. Don't I understand we have a choice, but you get what I mean.
Every single week. So the reason I want to do this is because there's always questions.
Do you think she kept these on from the live stream until now?
Rumors, speculation, just things that people are, for the lack of a better word, obsessively asking me about.
Because you leave out information, which makes people question.
And it kind of goes in cycles where it's like there's like 5 huge things that people are talking about ad nauseum. And I think this is
Who taught her ad nauseum? Who fucking taught her that?
a good opportunity. Maybe I can answer those 5 things or whatever it may be. But regardless, I feel like my channel is very parasocial, let's be real.
On your end. On your end, Amber. Most of the people that watch you understand, like, there is the separation. It's like of church and state. The church of poopy wash rags, and we're the state. There's a bit of a separation there. Well, I shouldn't say we. I kind of broke that when I decided to become a reaction channel.
There's always some sort of speculation or always some sort of topic that people are like, Amberlynn, why won't you talk about this? So this is going to give me the opportunity to do so if you guys bring it up, of course.
I roll. I guarantee you nothing of importance is going to be brought up.
I have structured the series into a special format, and I'm really, really excited.
I have her almost halfway turned down on my laptop, and she's still cracking. What the fuck, girl? Ugh.
So the first section is always going to start with sweet and sour. So
What? This is fucking stupid. What? Who's she stealing this from? Is this Life by Cindy or someone? Like, who's she stealing this from? Because ain't no way she's thinking of all this shit. But sweet and sour? Yeah, I'm sure, bitch. She's like, ooh, I want a fucking combo platter.
sweet and sour is just going to be a random comment generator from the Let's Talk prior. So obviously, since this is episode 1,
I feel like she's really trying to enunciate her words, and rather than her sounding more clear spoken, she's sounding a little slow. I'm sorry, but like, she's sounding a little bit delayed, having to like, she's almost over pronouncing to make sure that she doesn't do the annoying "een" and all that.
we're having to skip that part. But I came up with sweet and sour because you never know what kind of comment is going to pop up. Can it be a sweet comment or can it be a sour comment? Using a
Eye roll. And because you have no self-respect, you will only address probably sour comments. Let me guess.
random comment generator is going to give me a wide.
Who asked for this? Why'd she think this would be a good freaking like video format? And why does hold on. Like every single video she's put out this week is her just sitting there fucking yapping about herself in the most mundane terms. Like, oh my god, dude. Listen, as a pretty proud shocker Leo, I can definitely yap, all right? And I can definitely probably yap about myself more than the average person. Amber, this is a different fucking story, dog. Holy shit.
variety of comments instead of just like going based off of like the top ones where I pick and choose, etc., etc. So this
Etc. Etc.
next section I am calling Sippin' Community.
She probably had to think really hard to come up with these guys, so let's be a little nice, okay? She probably spent like half a week's worth of energy thinking up these titles. Oh my lord. Can we just like dive into it, like do the segment and then move on and you tell us the other ones? Or are you just telling us that you're going to do this and then not going to do it ever?
No, I know. I'm very clever. Thank you. Thank you. So this
Bitch, I'm sitting over here thinking that you might have killed some fucking brain cells thinking that shit up.
is where I read from the community
Or who'd you get it from? Have you been talking to Abby more often? That 19-year-old that you have no business speaking to?
tab that I will be posting every single Monday. So it gets time for the questions and anything that you guys need me to speak about for them all to just fall under
How about those allegations of you being attracted to minors?
that community tab. And then after Sip and Community, we're going to be doing the Linterview.
What? Are you gonna fucking do an interview where someone's sitting there picking the fuzz off your back?
Yes, I know. More cleverness from your girl. So the
Lord, dude.
interview is where
She's so clever, but last night, not so much.
you guys are actually interviewing me with your voice. Yes.
Oh, wow. So exciting.
So I told
This is so weird. It's so weird.
everyone over on my Instagram, send me a microphone emoji so I can accept your request. And that gives you the opportunity to send me a voice memo asking any question you want. So I have not listened to any of them. It is going to literally be live, real reaction. I am very nervous. So if you guys want to go to my Instagram for next week, literally go to my Instagram at hectic.ambi. Send me a microphone. I'm going to
Oh my god.
send you a
Sorry, I had to. I had to get it out.
smiley face emoji back, and then you can send me a voice memo because Instagram has it to where you can only send me a voice memo if I accept your first message request. So, anyways, after the Linterview, the next section is called
4? What the fuck? Oh my god. This is going to take forever.
Tea or Tail. So, what this is going to be is I am going to clarify rumors that I have heard through the grapevine, and I'm going to tell you, yeah, that's real.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Or no, that's actually not true. And then the last section is
Dude, this is going to be so horrible. This is going to go so horribly for her. I just know it.
going to be bad choices. And I just
Oh, I wonder what that could be.
remembered I forgot to actually bring the cards over here. So I need to go get those. I will be right back. Okay,
15 minutes later.
I'm back. So
Oh, I thought she got herself a snack.
bad choices is just a bunch of really hexaconal questions.
Oh, is she getting all this stupid shit from her freaking like TikTok cards and torrid card shits? Oh my god.
So I'm going to be choosing 5 of those and answering them. So I know this introduction
Wow.
was super long. We will not be doing that in the future videos. I just kind of wanted to talk about what the series is about. So let's get into it. Okay, sadly, we are skipping over sweet and sour because I can't do it. And we're going to go straight to
Bruh, what? What? First day and you're already fucking it up, dude. What the hell? So let me guess, she ain't gonna do the other hard hitting ones, the bad choices or anything like that. Well, she got up to get the bowl, so she has to now. She exerted the energy. Good lord.
Sip and Community. Have you considered that your refusal to do inpatient treatment could be linked to a drug addict's refusal to do rehab?
I just saw that comment under one of her posts. So this is like, I mean, it can't be that new. It had to have been within the last like 24 hours at least. Damn.
No, because I actually
Of course not.
think doing inpatient would be fun. I know
Oh my god. Just when you think she can't get any worse. Then go have the fucking swellest time of your life, bitch. Okay, go. Go and actually do the damn work.
A lot of people are gonna be like, fun. That's really the adjective you're gonna use for that. The only reason why
I think it's very insensitive, I'm not gonna lie, because people only ever go to rehab because they have a problem, Amber. And you're sitting there like, oh my god, this is so fun. It's like you're all forced to be my friends and have sleepovers with me. Fucking creep.
I choose not to do inpatient is because it is extremely expensive.
You can afford it. She can. She can, okay? And her monthly like food costs would go down drastically. She knows why she won't do it. She doesn't want to drop her addiction.
And I have a job. Not only do I have a job, I have to do
You can still work. You can. You could make content. You would have to probably discuss it very thoroughly with the actual care facility, and most places might not let you. But I've seen plenty of people that are like TikTok creators who check themselves into rehab or to a hospital for mental health help, and they're allowed to keep their phones. They still upload. So I don't know what the issue is there. You're just lazy.
to keep the roof over my head, the electricity running,
Eye roll. Well, girl, if that becomes where you live, then no, you don't really have to worry about that.
and the food in my fur baby's stomach. But I have fur babies that need to be taken care of. I know that I
Okay, so, dude, I don't think you're gonna live. I think Twinkie might outlive you. Like, who's gonna be around to take care of your animals then?
could be dot and the T's could be crossed. Like my mom could probably watch my fur babies,
Yeah.
but like it's the
Or you could rehome them to someone that actually cares about them.
job thing for me. If I was to be able to go into inpatient and be able to vlog my whole experience,
Well, see, that's the issue. No, you can't go and vlog your whole experience, Amber. You would have to pick and choose certain things that would be allowed to talk about. Like, you would probably have to film mostly from your bed or something, not showing any of the other patients or any of the facility, something like that, or filming from your bathroom, even just talking. But no, you wouldn't be able to do all that. So, of course.
and upload, still make an income so I could still pay my bills, then I would do it. Why is it okay?
Oh, eye roll. But she ain't going to even bother to look into that being a possibility. So she's full of shit. Because I guarantee you, she could find somewhere that would be able to work with her. I guarantee you. But no.
For you to make assumptions about ZM's mental health, but when your audience does it, it's mental health shaming. So I've never really made an assumption about his mental health.
You did. You did. Okay. You decided to say that they only ever are having mental health problems when you decide to take a break. Sorry. The Red Bull's fighting back.
Months and months ago when I said, whoa, what a quinky dink. Zachary Michael's mental health gets bad when I take a break from YouTube. I think that was my way of
Oh, shut up. We don't need an explanation, girl. Just say you're sorry to them and move on.
just being like, okay, if you can dish it, I expect you're going to be able to take it. There have been times where
But the thing is, Amber, your dishing it is so unfounded. Like, that's the thing. You take what the community does and you send all of that, like, anger about it to Zach. Why? Because they're the nicest reactor. But, like, dude, eventually you're gonna push them into a corner where they're not gonna put up with your shit anymore, okay? And I think Zach's been giving you kind of the benefit of the doubt that, like, clearly you're having a hard time. Like, clearly her mental health is probably at a all-time freaking low. Why would he poke that even more when she's clearly trying to start a fight with him for over nothing, truly?
mocked me about my mental health or
Oh, womp womp. But you won't say anything about me doing it. You won't say anything about Jordy or Mr. Snowflake or any of the other reactors. You only ever bitch about Zachary Michael.
Heartbreak, a relationship, just some way that I was feeling.
Yeah, and every single thing that he has been generous and kind towards you about, you turn around and attack them for. What the fuck's that about, huh? What? I mean, I could understand like fair if I came on and said, "Guys, I need the week off," and Amberlynn was like, "Oh, nah, the ankle." I'd be like, you know what fucking ever, whatever. I don't really care. But she has to keep going and attacking Zach. She won't because she knows probably that she can bully him. I don't think really because Zach is a pretty grounded, mature individual. So a narcissist isn't going to be able to break through to that. And I think that's what's pissing her off even more is that the more that she pesters, the more that she pokes, the less of a reaction he's giving her. That's pissing her off.
I have felt mocked. I have felt hurt.
Oh, eye roll. Amber, we could say to you, good job, you did so great today, and you would find an issue with it. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone says. If it goes against your, like, perfect little narrative, even in the slightest, then, well, Abby can't have that.
I'm allowed to feel that way. And in my brain, I was like,
You're allowed to feel however you want to feel. Yes, you're not allowed to turn around and, like, lash out at people because of it.
okay, he's been doing this for years. Now it's my turn.
And you don't understand how vindictive and nasty that sounds? Okay.
Have you traveled the world since breaking up with Beck? No, but I
she, she ain't done shit.
have traveled. I have.
You've been hauled, okay? You got your ass U-hauled to different states. Good job.
Went to Oklahoma. I've went to Wisconsin. I've went to Tennessee. I've went to Michigan. And I forgot to say I've been to Illinois since then. Chicago, hello, Billie Eilish concert.
I'm sorry, but I don't consider when I landed in Chicago, like, oh, I've seen Chicago. I'm like, hello, yeah, I've seen the city. If you go for one thing and then you're out the same night, dude, you really kind of didn't see the city. Sorry.
And I've done things that I wouldn't have. So, based on your
Because you had other people there to do it for you. Yeah. You had Tommy, Emily there to do the concert for you. You had your mom to do all that other driving and traveling for you. You had Wipey to do the driving and everything for you. You only go places if you have someone to schlep.
physical health and your track record for change, what do you estimate your life expectancy to be?
Do you think she had to take a real deep breath or she had trouble with the word expectancy? I think both.
And what will you do with that time? So, this is kind of
That's really sad. Sad that like she can genuinely answer this question and not think that like that's alarming cuz no one should be asking a 34-year-old that, you know? How long do you think you have to live? Who the fuck asks a 34-year-old that? Dude, wake up call.
like gruesome, but
It's dark.
based on how I feel and the things that I go through, probably somewhere in my 50s.
I think that's pushing it, dog. I think that's really fucking pushing it. I think you're being way too generous.
And I feel like early 50s. I
No, I'm thinking early 40s at best.
don't know why. Like, that's when my grandma died. Actually, it was when she was 51. But, like,
And was she nearly 600 pounds at 5 feet tall? No? Okay.
the number 53 keeps popping in my head and slightly 54. That's a very gruesome question. And what will I do with that time? It
I don't think she's got that much longer.
depends. Like, am I trying to better myself, whether that be physically, emotionally, mentally, etc., which is where I'm at right now?
Of course.
Or am I just going to just flop like a fish?
Well, Amber, you decided in your video the other day that you weren't going to track calories, you weren't going to do this or that, you were just going to eat whatever you want whenever you wanted. So, and we're back up to 520 pounds. So,
and not care about anything. I want to say it's this over here.
like, I ain't saying I'm coming from a place of care. I think that ship sailed a long time ago. But there are a lot of people that do care. And I think most people can at least agree none of us want to see any other person, regardless of who they are, die because
So
of
by
their addiction. That's just terrible. But Amber doesn't seem to want it. So why should her audience or why should the people that watch her?
doing this over here, that means I might see my 60s. I think we're
Might. Bitch. You might see your 40s.
regardless of which one I choose, I'll never see my 70s, and that's kind of a sad reality.
So she just fully like is fine with the idea of no matter what I do, I'm never going to live past a certain age. God, dude. That's just like real fucking bleak. And that's real bleak for her to have such a nonchalant attitude about. Like, we've known for a while Amberlynn did not have any care whatsoever for the value of her own life or any life around her, to be honest, but especially her own. And that just kind of like solidifies it, dude. Like, I don't even want to mock her in this moment. I just genuinely feel sad that she's just content with an early grave and all of that. That's really sad. I mean, God, dude. Don't you want those last, like, maybe 15 to 20 years to at least be somewhat good? I mean, shit.
How does it feel knowing you've been stuck in a time loop for the last decade?
Dog, the last 30 years. She's always been doing this.
When your watchers have graduated college with masters, gotten married, etc., the world
I mean, true that. True that. If you started watching Amber years and years ago, where are you now? Right? I started watching her right as I was beginning college. It's kind of crazy.
is evolving around you, yet you haven't changed a thing. So, first of all, to those who have graduated college with masters, hell yeah, props
She doesn't even know what that means. She doesn't know what that means.
to you. But I do want to say everyone's timeline is completely different.
Yeah, but you have so many more resources than the average person, and yet you've used them for nothing good. Nothing good to actually benefit yourself in any way. To be able to turn this YouTube thing into something else, or God forbid, if anything ever happened to YouTube, so you'd have a backup plan. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
People get married when they're 18. Some people get married when they're freaking 62. You know, more people than you
And some people never get married, right, Amber?
think have very routine, boring, everyday lives. Like they get up, they shower, they have their breakfast, they head to work, they come home, they
Yes, but they still make accomplishments throughout the weeks and months and all that. You have nothing.
have dinner, they relax, and that's that. Like a lot of people do have that life, and I think that we just need to be grateful to be alive.
Oh, eye roll. The girl that isn't even grateful she was given a second shot at life is telling us we need to be more grateful. Okay. Okay.
Regardless, just because someone is married versus someone who isn't, that doesn't make one of them better than the other versus someone
No, but I think the more you contribute to society, the more that you contribute to society. And Amber, you don't contribute anything to society. There you go.
graduated with masters
Hope that helps.
versus someone who didn't. It doesn't make one of them better than the other.
That's not what they're saying. Oh my god. Amber missed the point read.
I have my accomplishments. I have things in my life that make me extremely happy, but this is my life and my routine.
What's the things that make you extremely happy, Amber? Huh? What is it? Huh? Huh? And don't say food.
I've been stuck in a time loop when it comes to my weight. I will admit that.
And your struggles and just literally everything. Everything has always been on repeat. Even your relationships, dude. They always start the same and end the same. It's almost like hard to wrap your mind around just how delusional someone can be. And I understand it's a like coping mechanism. That doesn't make it any less of like a brain fuck for the rest of us.
But when it comes to like growing and bettering myself,
Oh, we're growing all right. Sorry. I had
I have not been stuck in a loop. 10 years
to.
ago, I could not have ever imagined myself not only being single, but living by myself. That
Eye roll. Eye roll, dude.
would have never happened.
What do you mean, Amber? Okay, if you weren't able to twist people's arms into like literally barging your way into their lives, then it wouldn't have happened, okay? If you hadn't been able to manipulate a young, fresh out of high school Destiny into letting her move in with her, and then you taking full financial ownership over everything she had and having her financially support you for months. And before that, it was Crystal, who a lot of people think you fully manipulated knowing that she had some kind of disability. So, do you really want to push that narrative? Because I think you got hella fucking lucky. You abused your way through the first few years of your life. And then once you started getting money, you continued to abuse with that.
10 years ago, I could not imagine myself making amazing money, using my own debit card, being able to not only take care
Correct, because you were freeloading and leeching off of a stranger's family. Yeah,
of myself, but my fur babies having a roof over my head.
she didn't even have the fur babies back then, to be fair. She should have been homeless. She should have been. I think it would have built a lot of fucking character for her to actually know what it is to struggle, to have to actually get her ass up and go to work.
If I want it, I buy it. If I need it, I buy it. I
And you only got that out of sheer fucking luck, and you're so ungrateful to your audience about it, dude.
never imagined having that type of life. Yes, I suffered with
Yeah, she never imagined not having to work. She fucking would throw a hissy fit and fake panic attacks whenever told, Amber, you need to find a job.
BPD 10 years ago, and I still do to this day. But 10 years ago, it was way worse. In that, I never
Hmm. But she was a good kid, you guys. She was a great kid. Okay.
imagined being able to be by myself and enjoying alone time because I was always so, oh my God, I need my partner. And like, I can't be
So, what is the you needing to be on call with someone like 24/7 then, girl? Huh? You needing to call Emily all the frickin' time. What's with that? Huh? Huh? Yeah, you're not over shit. And you sitting here proclaiming, I don't need it anymore, guys. Like, I can live on my own. I swear. With your track record, dog, it's giving not the case.
alone ever, not even for 5 minutes. And now I'm
Eye roll.
alone for days and days at a time, and I'm okay. So
Are you? Are you? Show the washcloths.
you might see it as a loop. I don't. You know,
Okay. Okay. You might see it as a loop because you're able to look from the outside at something. But me, who's too close to the subject, I don't see it as that. So, nope. God, dude. I don't know how a therapist doesn't just laugh in her face. Do y'all train to not do that too? Fuck. Y'all will also definitely be hearing He's chewing on his bone right now, so.
Your comment section is public, right? Why lie about getting so much support?
Actually, funny that this just got mentioned. She just privated the comment section on her Instagram entirely.
We can all see what people are saying to you, Amber. So I get a lot of private support, which I can.
Which is not real support. Sorry. If they won't stand up for you and aren't delusional, crazy, just like you, then come on. Come on. But no. Nope. Anyone that comes out and saying they support Amber Lynn has to be just as deranged as she is, or they don't know the truth yet.
Completely understand, because when someone supports me publicly, they get actually bashed and attacked, and it's really sad.
In a comment, they're adults too, okay? They don't need to read the replies.
For some reason, the haters cannot accept that there are people who actually like me and enjoy my content, and they can't accept a.
Yeah, but a lot of those supporters also recognize what a shit person you are, and I don't think they're nice people necessarily for still giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Different opinion than theirs. So I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of DMs weekly.
Oh, but she's hardly ever on Instagram, you guys. Hardly ever on there.
Of people who are very, very supportive, because they can't do that publicly.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. They don't want to do it publicly, Amber. It's not that they can't. It's not that anyone can't do anything. It's the internet. You can do whatever the hell you want. They don't want to put up with just the consequences of your own actions. It's them having to put up with that too, because you won't take accountability. So even the people that give you the benefit of the doubt, they're not granted the benefit of the doubt.
So when I say thank you for the support, I genuinely mean it, because the people who message.
Okay. She means it. She means it, you guys, but then she's going to freak the fuck out and curse out her members. Okay.
Me on Instagram are also watching my videos.
I can also guarantee you that those people gassing you up, hyping you up on Instagram are not real supporters. If they are, then you shouldn't be listening to them, girl, because the same supporters you're talking about here are the ones messaging you last night saying, Beck said you lied about cancer, and you ran with it, acting the damn fool.
And these videos are also for them. All right, so this is the last one. Bah ha 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 ha. You are literally deleting comments. I was reading one in the middle of it. Poof, it was gone, and it's nowhere to be seen.
She is deleting comments, specifically about the PDF allegations.
So I didn't delete any comments on the community tab
Okay.
because I wanted to go into it completely raw. YouTube actually has a section where they automatically do it themselves.
See, the thing is, I don't think they're talking about that post, Amber. I think they're talking about your comment section in general. So,
If something is a little too hecticana, for the lack of a better word, it goes into a completely different section, and I have to approve the comment, but I never look at those. So
I never look in there either, but I have before, and let me tell you, it's a lot less comments than you would think. It's a lot less. I think after the first year I did it, I had maybe 10 comments that got pushed into there, and then I went and checked. YouTube will just downright take down comments. They will. But I don't think it's necessarily as popping over in the held for review tab as she says it is.
you're never going to see that comment again. All right, so the next section is
Oh, go figure.
the interview.
I hate how cocky and smug she is, because she knows that she's not really answering these questions, but she's answering them to how she wants to. So she's like a politician, dude. She is. She should have gone into politics. Could you imagine this at the stand? The interview. This seems like, I don't know, a horror movie.
I am so nervous.
Oh, eye roll. So she already knows what it's about to be. She already has the script and everything. That's why she looks down. It's not, oh, I'm looking at the question, guys. No, it's I'm reading my script. Just like she did in that salty react. I didn't pick up on it, but yeah, you can clearly tell she's reading off of a script.
All right, let me get to my Instagram. I am beyond
And yet she gives Jordy shit for watching a video beforehand. Okay.
nervous. Okay. Take a deep breath. It's gonna be fine. All right, here we go.
If you didn't have the obstacles that you have in your life, I'm thinking specifically about your weight or maybe some of the trauma related obstacles, what different twists and turns do you think your life would have taken?
Eh.
Let's imagine you didn't do YouTube.
Listen, I think it's bold to assume this. I will admit that, but I think even if Amber Lynn didn't allegedly go through everything that she went through, I think she would still be a terrible person. I do. I do. That whole thing about, well, if I wasn't fat, if I was skinny, I was in my dream body, I would be out in California. I wouldn't talk to anyone like you. Yeah, that isn't bred out of trauma. Absolutely not.
And you didn't have childhood trauma and you didn't have your weight standing in your.
I think she would still have a lot of things wrong with her. I do. I still think that she would have whatever lack there is up there, that lack of humanity. I think that would have still been there. Because I think that's always been there her entire life.
Right. Where would you see yourself now?
Okay, so if I didn't have childhood trauma and I didn't have these weight issues, where do I see myself now?
In California, living my life, not talking to any fat fucks.
Honestly, probably like in LA.
See? Which is the most vapid ass answer, okay, dude? Even half of the people that move to LA move out. Like, I'm not saying LA is a bad place. I'm not. But I have met a lot of LA transplants living in New York and whatnot, and I'm even in the surrounding area. And it is a little different. I think even you see it now. So many celebrities even are moving away from the LA kind of lifestyle of things or the Hollywood lifestyle of things. I think it's very telling that that is what she wants.
I'm not gonna lie.
Look at how her eyes light up. She thinks she'd have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She would probably pay for one. You know that? You gotta pay for it. It's like a $250 application fee, which that doesn't sound that bad. But if you get approved, then you have to pay like 10 grand or more plus installation fees, plus you have to pay to have them clean it. Like, oh my god. Whole fucking process.
I don't really know what I'd be doing for a job or anything like that. Like,
Yeah, probably nothing good. Oh, but she talks shit about all those other people that have to resort to jobs that aren't really. I'm not going to say they're not great jobs, but like she views them as self degrading jobs. Well, what's this?
I don't like to hype myself up too hard.
Yeah, okay.
But I feel like I would be an attractive person.
And what does that have to do with anything? That holds absolutely zero value in anyone's life, Amber. Truly, let's think about it. Other than in, I guess, the small sphere of LA or Hollywood, where does someone's attractiveness actually place them in, like, having value? You sound daft and you sound very conceited.
If I was thin, I mean, I think I'm pretty now. I mean, sometimes if
What the fuck does this have to do with the question? See, she's so goddamn full of herself. Amber, I think even if you were the hottest fucking thing that walked across the face of this earth, okay? Even if you were, people still would not fuck with you. All right?
super ugly, but my mom like is gorgeous. She was super gorgeous when she was younger, and I know without all my extra,
No, you would still be a disgusting, ugly human being, Amber. I hope that helps. It has nothing to do with how you look, it has everything to do with your view of the world. You just, it's gross. Sorry. You're vapid, conceited, And it's just so self-centered and superficial.
Look very, very different. And I think I would really be successful in LA. I don't
Bruh. Amber confirming that she only cares about superficial shit. She thinks, well, if I was pretty, I'd be successful. Huh? Huh? Amber, we've seen your acting skills. They ain't good. So no, I don't think you would. You're awkward in front of a fucking camera. So no, I don't think you'd be a model. Oh my god. She'd be like a car salesman.
really know what I would be doing, but I think I would be thriving.
Brother, I think you'd be giving BJ's under the fucking turnpike for $10, okay? That's what I think you'd be doing. Sorry.
I have a feeling I would be thriving for sure.
Probably less, probably for a McDouble.
I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Amberlyn, why did you bring up like what you would look like?
Yeah, that was a very conceited way to answer this, girl. I'm kind of shocked by this whole video in general, to be honest with you.
It's because sadly society is shallow.
No, they're not. No, they're not, Amber. This just shows your very limited and honestly sad and bleak worldview. Like, yes, it comes to a certain degree, but how many people with a little bit of extra pounds, or how many people out there that have obvious insecurities, but they're still thriving, they're still successful? Huh? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? I think like the Emily breakup or something, something recently really fucking knocked a screw loose. Like, and that's kind of how it is sometimes. Like, a really, really traumatic event can push someone kind of over the edge mentally to the point where they don't recover from that. I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. I don't know. Or this is the result of her being gassed up so much by all the fake support in her DMs. I don't know, dude. It's funny. It's funny. We just have to laugh about it and know that this girl's life. Like, that's the thing. I would take this more seriously if she was actually in a position of real power, but she isn't. She's got nothing, other than her small handful of supporters online. She doesn't have much. So there's no real world implication for the shit that she spreads, really.
And I feel like people who are more attractive, they get further in life. And
Bitch, for a 34-year-old to really feel this way just shows your immaturity. I'm sorry, it really, really does. This screams insecure, immature. God, I need to take a break. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I gotta take a break just for a minute.
are treated better, etc. Okay, let's do another.
I just had to step away for a moment. She was getting me riled up there. Oh my god. I think she's like becoming further and further separated from reality. Like, she was delusional before, but now, like, I don't think she's got much of a grip left. And it's probably because she's so secluded now.
Okay, so you know how there's the butterfly effect theory of how like one
I'm sorry. But just how she starts nodding, like, mm-hmm, that's definitely it.
insignificant moment in your life could change the course of the rest of your life.
Yes.
Am I psycho to think that this sounds eerily similar to the first person? I might be tripping.
Do you know or can you pinpoint like what significant or insignificant moment or event happened in your life that if you could, you would go back and change
Oh, eye roll. It's gonna have something to do with her fucking childhood.
and maybe speculate how it could have changed the course of the rest of your life?
So I do have one particular moment in my head, and I don't know what ways that it would have changed my life. Obviously, for the better, it would definitely be interesting to see. But like, I have gone through so many things, so many like isolated, separate, traumatic events to where I was gonna come out effed up regardless. But the first thing that I think of,
That chuckle to like, but yeah, my hard childhood.
which trigger warning SA, so I'm just gonna like
How'd I know? How'd I know?
say it, have something pop up right here, but I was when I was 7 by a cousin. And I feel like there's a lot of heaviness with that topic. Like, I feel like
You know, I ain't going to talk on it. I'm just going to let Mr. Snowflake insert all the clips into his video of all the different stories that she's told over the years. And I will tell you one thing. Never once have I heard someone's story change as much as Amber's when it in terms of that. Okay? All I'm saying.
that probably did do some damage to my brain and just the way
I think you were fucked before then. Sorry, that sounded really messed up. I think she was mentally like something was already going on before then, but that certainly would not help.
that I am, because I know a lot of people who experience SA, especially as a very, very young child.
I kind of wish that this was maybe brought up in the beginning of the video. But if a trigger warning would have been nice, Amber. Didn't plan on talking about this today.
End up with like a lot of issues. And I think about 600 Pound Life, where I
Don't. Because I just said this recently. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to put my Charlie Day hat on and I'm going to be a little conspiratorial here, right? Uh, I just said that not too long ago, correct? I think it was in a Big Cherry Retro React that a lot of the people on my 600-pound life have experienced CSA.
I relate so much to some of these people, because in the beginning of every episode, it's the same way. You know, it's the shower scene showing, you know, how much they eat at one time, which is
And you would refuse to do that. That's why she never went on the show.
definitely exaggerated, but that's a different subject for.
Amber, I don't think it is. I really don't think it's exaggerated, okay? When we look at everything that you used to eat back in the day, and even when you tell us now, oh, I only had this. Yeah, that was small. I only had a 20-piece nugget with a large drink and McFlurry. Like, how do you not see you're in the same fucking boat as them? She really thinks that she's like some kind of different. My God.
Different time, but they always talk about, you know, their past and probably what made them the way they are. And a lot of people go through SA as a kid and end up really, really large. So I know that like I've gone through,
I'm telling you, I just brought this up in a video.
so many things in my life, but I feel like that was one of the first
And do you know what those people are doing by being on the show? Getting help. Not all of them it works out for. Clearly, it relies on them, a large portion of it. But a decent amount of them do.
memories that I have as a young girl that was like very, very traumatic for me.
Hi, Amber. Thank you so much for accepting my request.
I mean, I ain't going to necessarily fight her with that. The reason that I struggled with my weight for most of my childhood was because of what I went through when I was a small child. And I had no means of expressing how I felt about it or even beginning to understand it because it was just so taboo. No one wanted to talk about it. So I was left to figure it the fuck out on my own, which that's terrible as well.
Just wanted to ask you if you could talk to yourself.
But I would say there is a big difference. Like, you know, I would say around the age of like 15, 16. I mean, I had been dieting my whole life. But around 15 or 16 is when it really clicked. And I was like, I don't want to live this life anymore. I don't want to go past that tipping point, you know? Because in my mind, and I'm sorry if this Might be a bit of a projection. Please do not take it personally. In my mind, though, for me, 300 was the point of no return. I thought to myself, if I get past 300 pounds, there's no chance that I'm going to be able to get down to the size that I should be. And that's just how I looked at it. I understand that that's probably not super helpful and not super healthy to think that way, but it kicked my ass into high gear, you know? So,
10 years ago, what would you say and what advice would you give? And also, if you could see yourself 10 years in the future, where
oh God, dude. She would have freaked the fuck out.
would you like to be?
It would be like Elizabeth and Sue in substance. They would just start fighting each other.
And how do you see yourself? Again, thank you so much.
So 10 years
10 years ago, she would be disgusted with the person that she saw. If like Amber had been kept from a mirror her whole life and you placed past Amber and future Amber in a room together, you know that past Amber would think disgusting things of current Amber. You know it. She ain't going to say that, but she would, because she said it multiple times on her channel how she looks at bigger people and is disgusted by it, even though she's the size that she is.
ago, I was 34. So I, without a doubt, would tell
You were 24.
myself, lose weight, girl. Like, you're going to get cancer in a few years, so you need to lose weight.
Well, oh, okay, so now you're old you talking to young you. It's supposed to be young you thinking about old you, but okay.
You need to go to the gyno regularly.
Ugh. I mean, I'm glad she's finally saying it. I don't know as though she ever really admitted that before. That, like, yeah, I should have been seeing a gynecologist.
You need to know the YouTube game. So let me sit down, write down a bunch of notes for you, and I'm going to teach you the YouTube game.
Well, now, Amber, that's a little unfair because all these years later, you still clearly don't understand the YouTube game. You think you do just because you somehow managed to garner some success. But I would almost say that, like, the monetary success doesn't match with, like, any social success. You're a pariah now. Okay, you're a pariah that gets paid, but, like, no one's gonna wanna fuck with you.
To where you can play the YouTube game, you can have fun with it, but you can also stop yourself from sharing certain things that you shouldn't share. And girl, you also have BPD.
Well, the thing is, Amber, you really haven't shared too much. You were just dishonest. So that's really the only advice you need to give yourself is just be honest. You don't need to be anyone but who you really are. The issue is that who you really are is what you need to hide. And that's unfortunate. That means you have a lot of freaking work to do.
So go to therapy now. Like, there's just so many things that I would tell.
Go to therapy now while you're freeloading off of this mentally, like, not all their family. Sorry, y'all. Throat's parched. God damn.
Myself. So if I could see myself in 10 years from now, I will be 44.
If you're lucky.
I hope that obviously, like, I weigh a lot less.
Your first hope is that you should be alive.
I hope that, like, my health has improved, my mental health. I can't even imagine myself in the 40s. Holy, that is weird. I hope
Yeah, because it's probably not going to happen. I'm sorry, but you gotta step into high gear, dude, if you want to see that.
that I'm married. I know that sounds crazy.
Keep dreaming.
Because I said I don't ever want to be in a relationship again, but fuck it. A decade from now, I hope that I'm married. I
Go figure. She's gonna hope that she's married by next fucking week, dude.
hope that I'm happy. I was about to say,
See how happiness was like way down on the list. She doesn't care about the happiness until later on. She just wants to make sure that she has that pretty image that she's always like fought for, but never in any good way.
I hope that I still have Wasabi and Twinkie, but
Eye roll. No, they're definitely going to get taken from you before then.
oh, okay, my heart just broke. Moving on. Okay, so this is
Not her trying to show all of a sudden that, oh, she really does care about her animals. Yeah, no, definitely, Amber. It shows.
the last one.
Do you think you'll ever do ASMR again?
Oh my god. Which one of you was this? Which one of you was it?
Your old ASMR videos, especially the like candy bowl rummaging one, has been a guilty pleasure of mine for like the past week. Sorry if this had to be weight related. That's just been living rent free in my brain.
Oh my god, I've lived
Sounded a little bit like Alexis.
for that question. You know how many people actually tell me that they like my ASMR videos? Like, it genuinely shocks me. I
Girl, they're trolling you. I'm sorry.
actually don't think that I will ever make like a separate ASMR video
Thank you.
again. I think a majority of people actually hate it, but a lot of people do like it, so I appreciate that. All right.
I'll give her that fair bit at the end. That was fair. She's like, the majority of people hate it, but it's cool. Okay, I'll take that.
Now it is time for tea or tail.
Ugh, you know she's always going to make up some fucking story.
So, rumor number one is you cannot be diagnosed with BPD by a psychologist, let alone one that doesn't specialize in BPD.
I don't know about that, but you did say that the one person that you were talking to, which is the person or the therapist, psychologist, whatever, that you were diagnosed by, that you claim you were diagnosed by, they said, well, you have you have some of the traits, but you would need to see a specialist. And then all of a sudden, after like 2 visits at this magic specialist that you found, you're no longer seeing them. I don't know.
That is a tail. That is a big, big, big tail. So, you could be diagnosed.
So it's just about general shit, not even stuff that's directly related to you, Amber. What? This is pointless, dog. Oh my god. This is real frustrating to watch. This is why I stopped like paying attention to politicians and whatnot, because I was like, that's so fucking annoying. It's like they're purposefully trying to rile you up.
With BPD,
Which they are. They are. Doesn't matter the side. They try to rile you up.
by a psychiatrist, psychologists, and by social workers. And they do not have to specialize in BPD.
Why'd she bring up social workers?
In the same way, like if you're diagnosed with depression or you're diagnosed with.
Listen, I'm not going to speak too much on this because I don't know like any of that. But something seems fishy. I'm always going to have a shadow of doubt.
Bipolar disorder, like they don't have to be like a specialized like psychologist just for those things.
No, but I think it's very telling that you never went to go see a specialist. Amberlynn lied about when she posted her ER pictures to Snapchat. That is kind of true. That is kind of true. She posted the pictures on Snapchat and then later did the whole crying YouTube video.
All right, rumor number two. Amberlynn lied about when she posted her ER pictures to Snapchat.
Actually, it's Amber Reed, as confirmed by your medical report, right?
There's also a tale that is not true.
Oh, go figure. Every single one of these is going to be, that is not true, you guys.
So in my reaction to Salty Crab, where I was talking about like so many people didn't believe I had cancer, so many people didn't believe that I was rushed to the ER and that I was gushing blood and blah blah blah.
Correct. That was the second time. You were like, look, I posted these already. Here they are again. and you showed them again. You had shown them prior, Amber. That's what we're saying. The first time that you showed them. God.
I mentioned the times where I posted my blood pictures on Snapchat, and I also mentioned where I literally showed medical confirmation, like my medical paperwork, in a YouTube video. And I jumbled all that nonsense together in
Nonsense. Her cancer story. Nonsense.
the reaction. And I saw a couple people where they were just like, oh my God, Amberlynn's lying. Like, she didn't even post like those pictures until like May, but then it was like actually June where like she showed the medical stuff.
I don't like the condescending attitude there.
Yes, that is true. So in the salty crab reaction, I said during that time, and I also said in the impulsive state of mind.
All right, Amber, you need to stop with the I said this, because all that does is like, I don't know, it's kind of like doubling down when like there are some stances where you could have been like, yeah, that is dishonest language. Like you can be honest and say that were using dishonest language. I mean,
Was in. So I'm talking about two different
but because it technically is the truth, but also technically not, she leans towards it technically is the truth, so I don't need to, apologize for anything.
incidences, which is the Snapchat photos, the medical paperwork, YouTube, that happened within different months, but it was the same head frame. So
What? Bitch. You are so convoluted. Oh my god. I ain't gonna even try to fucking break that down. This video is long enough. I don't care. How convoluted of a fucking answer. Well, you guys, it was over a few months, yes, but it was the same kind of mind frame each time that I did it. You sound daft. You sound like a fucking idiot, dude. Oh my god. Stupid.
what made me post the Snapchat photos? Because people were like, Amberlynn, that's
So everything is by individual instance. Like you can't judge her off of this one individual instance where she chose the wrong option. You're not allowed to do that. But she's allowed to be the same individual over months long just when she has, little BPD flare ups. Amber, shut up.
true. You were not rushed to the ER gushing blood. And I was like, yes, I was. Here's proof. And then me posting medical paperwork was because people were like, Amberlynn, you were never diagnosed. That's not true. And then I was like, well, here's proof.
To be fair, the argument back then was the cancerous versus precancerous cells debate. And that's kind of always what it has been, to be fair. So
both of those instances was just me not being able to regulate my emotions, me not being able to like ignore the shit. So instead, it made my like impulse instinct, like it was gone. I had zero impulse skills. Like I was just like
last night. So was last night also a part of that as well? So that's the same. She was in the same mind frame over the past 5 years now, you guys. Okay.
I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this. I couldn't regulate myself. But thankfully, since then, I have gotten better with that.
The morning after. Oh my god, dude. This is like Socrates level, just like tragic irony. Oh my god. The Greeks couldn't have written something better than this.
Am I perfect?
Oedipus finding out he fucked his mom, nothing compared to this, dude.
I think that's a reason why I've stopped like demeaning myself in certain areas.
Okay, Amber.
People are like, let me see the BPD diagnosis. People are like, let me see proof that you have a kidney that's 6 millimeters big.
Kidney stone, you mean? She's getting herself so worked up she can't even speak straight. Um, Girl, yeah, you won't show the BPD diagnosis, will you? You absolutely will not fucking show that, but you'll go off the rails trying to prove that you had cancer, not precancerous cells.
And I'm like, no, like I have boundaries. And
Okay, Ambi.
and I respect my boundaries.
Okay.
In the past, no, because I was bad at regulating, still am, but better. And that's
Say it with me, y'all. Side eye.
just like another way of like showing that I have improved as a person because in the past, like crying.
This the day after the like I mean, is it morning for her? It might be morning in, well, not by the time I'm recording this now, but by the time she posted it might have been morning. Same morning? That's crazy.
Hysterically while showing my medical records is crazy work. And like posting on Snapchat.
The fact that she did that last night, dude. Oh my god. What timeline are we in? This is fucking crazy.
Such gruesome photos is also crazy work, and that is something I would never do now.
You know what, Ambi? I'll forgive you for pissing me off in the beginning there. This is well fucking worth it. Holy shit.
Rumor number 3, which is the last rumor.
Oh my god. No, girl, I don't think you use it live streaming. I don't think it works on that camera when you normally film. No, in your live streams, you look as bad as you do.
Berlin uses a filter when live streaming from her laptop. That is also a tale. I'm literally a boomer when it comes to anything like that. So the reason why I look so
No, true.
different on my laptop versus on my phone is because the iPhone, I have the newest one, is literally crisp clear, as you guys can see. But my laptop literally sucks, as you guys can also see, because the internet's always shutting down and I'm always having to restart. You can literally tell that the webcam is super blurry. So it has nothing to do with the filter.
Well, it's also because of your nasty finger grease and food smudge all over it.
I don't even know how to put that on there. Literally, when I go live, I click on YouTube, I click go live, and that is literally the end of it. All right, now we're about to do bad choices.
This ain't gonna last long, y'all. It really ain't. And mind you also how many of these videos in a week now are going to be sit down videos. Yeah, it's so back to 2019.
So by the time that this whole series is done, maybe I will have answered every single one of these questions.
Yeah, we ain't getting that far. I don't think we'll see a second one.
I'm just going to randomly choose 5 and let's get into it. Have you ever told a friend they were being cheated on? I'm having to think. I don't think I've ever had to do that. No. But my memory does suck because last night in my live stream, I couldn't even remember the fucking high school that I graduated from. It was crazy. All right.
Couldn't remember. No, she didn't want to drop that name because then people would definitely look into it and probably find out, oh, yeah, Amberlyn Reed never graduated from there.
Next one. In the past 30 days, have you sent or received a sext message?
Ew. Ew. Of course she has. She's a horny bastard.
So in the last 30 days, no. Nope.
Bullshit.
Number 3.
She was talking to Tommy still. Bullshit.
So this is
Emily.
like an all play question. So obviously, it's just me. So I'm gonna ask
Why was that so fucking weird?
it as if it's just me. Could you go a month without masturbating?
Ew. Amber, we don't need to fucking get into this shit. Oh my god.
The answer is probably no. I mean, if someone was like, don't masturbate for a month. Like, I bet you, like, okay, I won't, but like,
Sorry.
why would I?
Ew.
Number
Why would I? Ew. God damn, I don't want to think about Amber flicking nothing.
4, have you ever apologized after sex? I'm
You better for that stank.
sure I have. I don't know what for, but probably
The stank.
something. Right.
The stank. She spreads her legs and goes, I'm so sorry. I'll apologize to y'all for that. I'm sorry. It was too much.
Number 5, have you ever had a sexual partner who turned out to be gay? Well, I am gay.
Oh, God.
So that makes my partner gay. All right. So that is the end of
Did you ever fuck someone into being straight, Amber?
the first episode of this series. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, there are so many more voice memos, so many more things we could talk about, but I don't want to make this video super long. There will be another community tab for you guys on Monday.
I don't think there's going to be another one. Not after last night and then the just sheer luck of this post. Ooh.
If I missed your question, just repeat it. And as the time goes on, we'll see. Maybe some of this will be taken out. Maybe no one likes the interview, or maybe no one likes the
No one likes any of it, but I'm sure maybe someone out there does.
deer tail. I'm sure you guys do, though. Maybe eventually I'll add
I wouldn't be so sure.
something new or take something out. It just all depends. See what we all like and how we enjoy it. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Oh my god. Now there's no shot. Okay, not bad, poops. Wait. 200 likes, goddamn. You're so smug yet stinky. You aren't in on the joke. You are the joke. So you are scared of semaglutide being from the black market, but indulge in Delta 8 you bought from the gas station? No, that part. Talking about you've gotten better with impulse control hours after posting a 5-minute live stream raging about a rumor you heard in Instagram DMs? No, for real. It's so funny. Here after the deleted rage live stream. Nothing has changed in 10 years. We're exactly the same place as before. When using your own debit card for the first time in your 30s as a milestone, you know you've had a sad life. You've had a privileged life, okay? Her life has been remarkably privileged for what she has dealt with. Yes. The fact that you said you'd be in LA thriving and attractive if you were thin and without trauma just highlights your narcissism. You have never wanted a normal job. You want the spotlight and constant attention. That is your issue. True. She's answering the same question over and over. I was here faster than Uber Eats 8 times in 7 days. Let's talk about how you ran with Beck and Destiny saying you didn't have cancer. That's untrue. No one said that. We let people work at rehab, Amber. We get lots of business owners or social media influencers at rehab. Stop with the excuses. Yeah, I've seen them on TikTok. Like, it's not an unheard of thing, but it's something that you would definitely have to discuss. Wait, what year is this? I could swear I've seen all of this already. Hams, the time capsule in. I'm very clever. You mean Chat GPT is? AKA a series where you desperately try to control the narrative. That's what she does on Instagram. Hello. She's heavy. Doesn't it ever get exhausting talking about yourself 24/7? Not to a narcissist. I don't even understand what's going on here. It's like satire. Right? It feels like that. It feels like this is purposeful. I don't think she got that in her, though. This is definitely pre recorded. This is a third episode this week. Oh, third episode one. Well, yeah, each week it's going to be another one. Oh, watch out, y'all. The sunglasses are on, which means Big Girl is in on the go. It's on the go. Oh my god. Crying hysterically while showing my records is crazy work. Girl, you just did that on the recently deleted live. LMAO. Hilarious that you always say Zachary Michael is so obsessed with you when you're the one that can't stop talking about them and sending them psychotic messages. True. The opening scenes for My 600-Pound Life is not exaggerated. It's literally what they eat. Be for real, girl. And that's what she eats too, but she'll never be honest about it. Except she does sometimes let it slip through, and then she's shocked, like with the McDonald's thing the other night, shocked when people call it out, like, no, Amber, that's still a lot of food. And she's like, what? Anyways, though, guys, nearly an hour and a half. Holy shit. Thank you so, so much for tuning on in. I truly do appreciate y'all. Hope everyone is having a beautiful, wonderful day. It's beautiful weather out right now. So, Gooby and I have just been relaxing, enjoying it. I closed the patio so it would be quiet for the video, but we're going to open that back up. Thank you so, so much. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a... I hope everyone has a beautiful rest of their day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.